Hello, hello. Hello? What's up? Letting people know. Sharing it out with some peoples. Nobody gone. Huh. Oh well. I just gotta get my time in so I can unlock the boxes. So we're just going live. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. See if anybody comes in. See if any comes by. See what we're doing. We've just been working on cleaning up the last storage unit.
That black lacy dress, the one that I kept on admiring for
Good. Hey Steve. Hey Rob. Hey Puma. Hey English. How y'all doing today? Where y'all coming from? Hey Ms. Risner. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. I'm James. I clean out abandoned storage units, scavenge stuff, look around, thrift and stuff. Some of it's for resale, some of it's for personal use, and I'm just sorting through some of the stuff we got. Oh, you're in Central Texas too. Cool. We're just south of Austin. So we're sorting through some storage unit stuff that we found. Getting stuff ready to go to auction. I'm just starting off on live, so I thought I'd go live. I got to do 3 lives for at least 30 minutes each just to unlock the boxes and all the features for lives. So thought I'd just come out south of San Antonio. I go to San Antonio a lot. I buy a lot of units down around San Antonio. My dad lives in South San Antonio, right by the Flying J Chuck shop. Hey Michelle. How y'all doing today? I'm just chilling. I haven't done any lives on this account, so I got to do my 3 lives to unlock all the boxes. So I thought, I'm just piddling around in my room, cleaning some stuff up. So I thought I'd just go live. Had to leave to get your fix. That's what I'm doing. I'm working too. I've actually kind of packing some stuff up right now. We've just done a couple of auctions. We've had a whole bunch of Christmas stuff in the last few units, and we just did a Christmas auction a couple of days ago, and I'm packing all that stuff up till later, and then we have a whole bunch of more stuff that we're going to be bringing in tomorrow. So I'm just packing stuff up, getting ready to haul it over to my storage, and then going to get another load out of the storage unit we're cleaning out right now. So yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff that we've been finding in some of these storage units lately, and like everything on that table, almost all that stuff that came out of storage units, that cake platter, the big snowman. So we got these little snowmans. This lady was a ceramics dealer. She painted all these ceramics. Some of them are glazed, some of them are just painted. Some of them I think she hadn't finished before she passed. The lady that owned the unit passed away, and her kids didn't want anything to do with it, so they just let it go. Got cool stuff. I got a big collection already going. So we always finding like crafty stuff, jewelry, broken bits and pieces of craft jewelry, beads, that kind of stuff, and I put them all in little baggies. When I get to about 2 to 3 pounds, we auction them off. And this one's probably about 3 pounds right now. So we're gonna put that up in our auction. There's some earrings, jewelry, a lot of loose beads and stuff, some little medallions and amulets. So we bag those up, sort them out, and then sell them off as a lot. So that's one of the things that we do. It was kind of cool, this new unit that we got. I posted a short little video of it, and I actually kind of got interrupted. The facility manager walked up right while I was in the middle of recording. So I had to kind of duck so I didn't put her on camera. But we found a little jewelry box right inside the unit. We haven't made it 3 feet into the unit, and that jewelry box alone is going to be way more than what we paid. We actually bought 2 units that day, and that one jewelry box pays for both units that we bought, and then some. But we got a steal of a deal on that unit too. The facility screwed up, and then we find these all the time. I've got one unit that we just picked up. I hadn't even gone through it all yet, but I've found at least 5 Levi Strauss jackets, all different styles, and they look mostly like almost brand new. Find tools. I mean, that's the thing. When we do storage, we never know what we're going to find. Some of it's junk. Some of it's stuff that we donate a lot of it. But you know, then we'll turn around and we're gonna auction a bunch of it off and see what all we find. We found just in the first few feet, we've already found 4 Christmas trees. This lady was huge into Christmas. I found like 5 totes of Christmas stuff, some of which we already sold. We found a box of 1990s and 80s Barbies, most of which sold. I think I've got 2 of the Barbies left. We put them on our auction last night, 1 or 2 at a time, and we sold them almost all of them. Cool. Have fun at work. I'm going to have to get back to work myself a little bit. I'm probably going to turn the camera over here to my work table. This is kind of my auction table where I'm going to be showing everything. So like one of the things I'm doing is I'm kind of dual recording stuff. So I'm doing like my shorts and my TikToks here, and then I have my GoPro that we're recording, and these get edited and go up on our YouTube, so we get the full first person view of the whole thing. So that way I've got my vertical videos on my phone, and I've got my short or my longer videos are going to be on the GoPro. And I just ordered one of those mics, one of those lapel mics, so my sound quality will get better on my videos, hopefully. We've been up doing a lot of jewelry, so I got me a little jewelry stand so I can show some of the jewelry that we're finding and stuff better. I just picked that up over at the hobby store the other day. I had one a while ago that we found in a storage unit, but then it disappeared on me. We got that, so then we can like put our little necklaces on there so that people can really see them, make them stand out better for when we're doing our auctions and our live shows. That's just a little gold tone chain necklace. That one's not real gold. I think it looks like it's brass. But it's a nice gold tone. We got that one too with the little... Oh, let's put it on the other way. a little silver tone necklace, but it spells Texas. That's gonna be probably a very niche one to try to sell, but it's a beautiful little necklace that we got. And then we got all kinds of stuff. I mean, all these little figurines, Christmas figurines. This one's actually a part of a collection. It's called the Boyd's Collection, Bearstone Collection, from 2009. So, those are pretty cool. Hey guys, Brad, Evil, Brad Castle. Hello, hey guys, thanks all for coming by. So, we'll get to these little ornaments. Like I said, we got a ton of Christmas stuff in this last unit. I got like, with the last 2 units, honestly, because 2 units ago, we got the Crafters unit that had all the ceramics in it, and a lot of them are Christmassy. And like, let me take this off and show you my other table. I've got some pretty cool pieces on my other table over here too. These are just a sampling of some of the ceramics we got. Let me see how to do this. I'm kind of new. This is my first live over here, so flip the camera. There we go. So we'll look at the other camera. Look at that cake platter. That's one of the biggest. That's one of the nicest pieces, honestly. And we get like coffee mugs and stuff. And we got this one. It's a little Kamal. That's actually ceramic. It's a little like a tortilla pan or casserole holder. That's a crystal glass bowl. I love this snowman over here. If I can reach it. I got a bunch of boxes and stuff in my way. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail on that. She did this little snowflake stuff on there. Flocking, little snow flocking. That's a really, really detailed. I've seen ones that are not as well painted as this one, selling anywhere from $45 to $60. And we always give a discount. I've seen them going all the way up to really well done ones like this. I've seen them going up to almost $100. So, you know, we also give them a lot cheaper than that usually. So, like I have this one listed right now for like $35. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just kind of sorting through stuff. I'm actually kind of packing a lot of what's up on the table up, because a lot of this stuff we just put up on auction. Most of this is stuff that was left over after the auction. And we're going to take that. We're doing another Christmas auction in like the end of July. We're doing a Christmas in July. There's a big marathon. A bunch of YouTubers are getting together. We're going to do a big marathon with, it's going to be like a 24-hour marathon with like 30 or 40 of us selling all Christmas stuff. Christmas in July sale. So I'm going to set a lot of this really nice Christmas stuff aside for that auction. But like this right here, this entire tote, that entire tote, that's a 4-foot long tote. And it's about 3 foot deep. And that entire thing is all Christmas stuff. So. And then we get stuff like this. Just a little plastic lap tray. But it's kind of cool. It's got this little stand. It's got a little light on it. Kind of cool little lap tray, but like I said, when we get these, especially this one, like this one that we're cleaning out, it was one, and I kind of kicked myself because we bought 2 units at this facility. They had 5 units up for sale. 4 of the 5 units belonged to the same person, and we only bought one of hers. The other one, the only one that wasn't hers, was the other one that we bought. And I thought about buying all 5 of them, but that was a lot of stuff. If I'd have bet all 5 of them, that would have been a lot of stuff for me to have to work through. And we find these little jewelry plaques. Yeah, this is nothing not fancy, but we'll put those with a bunch of our other costume jewelry and stuff. We get a lot of costume jewelry, so we usually lot that stuff up. I have a lot of friends, and a lot of our customers are resellers, because I don't like listing all this stuff for a long time. I just flip it quick and move it out. So like all of our costume jewelry, we'll put it all aside, and we'll run a big lot with all the costume jewelry once we get to the end of the unit. Hey, Queen of Vinyl. Hope you're having a fantastic day. This is one that I found that was weird. It's this little card, but it's got this bar sticking up. My wife said she thought it was like a business card holder or something. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the team bracelets. Sweet. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you joined the team. Thank you for joining the team. Awesome. First time. This is my first live on this account. So, I still have my other account, my James Pruitt account. That's my personal account where I talk about, just my personal life. This is more of my business account. Greeting or postcard holder. Yeah, that's what my wife said. So, I figured it was something like that. I don't know. I just think it was weird. I was like, what's all this? But then my wife was kind of agreeing. She said she thought it was a business card or a postcard holder or something. So, I don't know. We find weird stuff sometimes that we can't identify what it is. Yeah, just normal household. This lady, her whole household was in these units. So, hey, straightening irons. Some of that stuff. Cups. These are little, kind of heavy duty cups, really, but I found this one. I thought this was cool looking. Look at that. I haven't found a stand for it yet, but I thought that was really cool. I love wolves. And really, the back is clearer. The front's kind of got a frosted up look on it. So there's like a frosted side, and then on the back side, it's a really clear picture. So you got the frosted view and the clear view. But this has to be the back because it's got little hangers for hanging it on the wall or something. But I thought that was cool. I love wolf pictures. I found a couple of wolf t-shirts too, but I kept those for my own personal use. Because I love wolf. I may keep that one. I may put that one on my wall for part of my studio wall. Bath bombs, bars of soap. And then some of these, like, we get these little figurines. This one's like a Dollar General store one. So most of that stuff we'll probably donate that to Goodwill. Because they usually don't sell. But in the ceramics, we had a whole bunch of these that were painted. And then we have a bunch of these that are like this. These are just the blank plasters that have not been painted. And I have a whole couple of totes of just these. But I gotta find a buyer that wants to do the work. And there's that one. That's a little mushroom one. That came out of the ceramics unit too. And a little Santa Claus candy dish. And we found a bunch of the paints for the ceramics, but unfortunately they had been in storage since like 2018, and in this Texas heat, they dry up really quick. So they did not survive the storage. I had to throw most of the paints away. I was hoping when I started finding all the ceramics, I was hoping maybe further in the back we'd find a kiln or something. But we didn't, unfortunately. But that's cool. It was still a great haul. You know, we got a lot of Christmas stuff. We've already sold a bunch of Christmas stuff out of that unit. We got some furniture out of that unit. Some of which we've already sold. Some of which we still got to get rid of. I mostly sell most of the small stuff that I can ship. I sell through auctions. And then the bigger stuff we'll sell on Facebook Marketplace. And then sometimes we'll take some of the bigger stuff or smaller stuff and do box lots and put it up on Facebook as well. So we sell what we can online and then locally. I don't do long-term listings like eBay. So, how long are we on? Hold on. Oh, okay, I'll mess with that later. Cool. Interact. Thank y'all for coming by, user. Cool. Little chicks. I love bingo. Dollar. And then ready to go to paint. Little paint set. It's kind of, hey, welcome in. Hey, Hibby. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Where y'all coming from? What are y'all up to today? That can all go back over to the storage. Full load just to get it going. That can go in there. stuff, yeah. Costume jewelry, costume jewelry, costume jewelry. All that costume. Got a nice little start to costume jewelry lot. We'll probably find some more in this unit too. In fact, I got some more pieces in there. Should just go straight into that. Hey, Cherry Bomb. Yep. So, hey guys, I'm James. For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm a scavenger. I clean out storage units. We scavenge at estate sales, yard sales, flea markets, whatever. We do it for resale. We do it for donations. We do it for personal use. Well, yeah, we go around. Mostly I do storage units, but also we do some thrift stores. My wife loves to go yard sales. I'm not a big fan of yard sales, but my wife loves them. We go to estate sales sometimes. We just bought, in the last 2 weeks, we bought 5 storage units that we're cleaning out. Most of them are all small ones. We got 3 10 by 10 units, and we just bought a 10 by 20 unit. So all the 10 by 10s, we've already sold a bunch of it, but we've also got our own 10 by 15 where we store stuff, and it's almost full. Plus, the 10 by 20 that we just bought, we wound up renting out. So we've got basically a 10 by 15 and a 10 by 20 storage unit full of stuff, plus everything that's in this room that we're trying to sell, move on out. Some of it we're going through some of this stuff. We're about to donate a bunch of the stuff out of here, because some of this stuff is stuff I've had for a while. I've taken it to auction several times. Then we get some of these for anybody that loves crochet Afghans. These things are really nice and big. These are some really nice ones. These are well done. There's one. And this was like from the 70s. That zigzag pattern. Old. A little bit dusty for the storage, but those are some nice heavy Afghan pieces. We have one of those that we just sold at one of our whatnot auctions about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Glassware, like this glass egg. It's a glass egg candy dish. It's vintage from the 80s. I've seen a lot of them listed that look exactly like this, and they're listed as crystal. I'm not going to say that they're this one, but this one's definitely glass. It's not crystal. So, I don't know if they know what the difference between glass and crystal is, but, you know, if you clink it and it just clinks, that's glass. If it's crystal, it'll ring. It'll be more of a drawn out note. Glass will just clink and then cut off. But I've seen a lot of stuff that's glassware that's being listed as crystal. And it's not. You can tell by looking at it too. You can look at it in a light. Crystal will create a rainbow effect in the light versus glass won't. It'll just be dull. No rainbow. That, I can see the rainbow reflections in it. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but I can. Exactly the sweat work. So where y'all coming from today? Give us a like, give us a follow. We bring stuff here. We show off some of the stuff that we find here. We do most of our selling on Whatnot and on YouTube. I haven't figured out. I know there's ways that we can do some sales with the TikTok shop where we could put stuff up for sale over here. So I'm trying to figure out how that works though, because most of what I see on the TikTok shop is volume of stuff where you can have multiple buyers buying multiple items, and everything we have is one-off items. So I don't know that TikTok shop would be good for what how we sell, but I'm looking into it and trying to see how their shop works because most of what I do is one-offs. That's a nice little piece right there too. Oh, it's all tangled up already. There it goes. It's a nice little chunky piece. Not very well lit up. That's one of our pieces. It's a nice little silver tone necklace piece. It's an acrylic. That's not jewel. That's acrylic for sure. Stainless steel chain. But it's a nice looking little piece. Some people might like that. You know, we sell that kind of costume jewelry all the time. So sometimes we do our costume jewelry as one-off pieces if people want it that way. But most of the time, our costume jewelry, we lot it up and sell it off in bulk. We have a lot of retailers that buy that stuff from us. And then they'll untangle it and piece it out. And they get some good deals. We get some good deals. And it works for us. Because me, I enjoy the scavenge. I enjoy the treasure hunt. I have to sell stuff to pay the bills. Um, don't come into my chat dropping links to your own personal stuff. I know I might be new to live on here, but I ain't new to live streaming and I ain't new to trolls and spammers. I've been doing this a long time. I'm gonna take a break for a minute. So, hope y'all are having a fantastic day. I just wanted to come live for just a little bit. Like I said, I gotta do my 3 lives. This is my first live, so I gotta do 2 more of at least 30 minutes so I can unlock all the boxes and the features here on TikTok. And so I'm wanting to do more stuff on here, so I thought I'd get on here and just go live. I've been thinking about it for about a week or so, and then I'm like, yeah, I just need to stop delaying and just go in and do it. So I'll probably do some more of these. I've also, it's so hot I can't do a whole lot from my storage units because my phone overheats in about 5 minutes. But I ordered another Locker Blockers, who's another TikToker and another seller over on Whatnot. They use a fan that they attach to their phone because they live up in Austin. They're just about 30 minutes away from me. And I've actually met them in person. And they're cool little group, Locker Blockers. But they showed me a fan that they use that they attach to the back of their phone to keep their phone cool. So I've ordered one. And it's supposed to be in by next weekend. So once I get that in, I'll be able to go live from the storage units. And I'm going to do some TikTok lives over there. And I'll probably also do some Whatnot auctions live from my storage unit. So that's cool because a lot of people like to see the live unboxings and see stuff as we see it and kind of That's where you get the best kind of, because you get the real raw surprise that we have when we find the good stuff. Like, I mean, you should have seen me the other day. I was jumping and I didn't even have the camera rolling. I was so excited because I found a bag and it was just like maybe 2-3 feet into the unit. And it was this Samsonite. I got the bag right here. So there was this Samsonite luggage bag just kind of sitting there, and it had a bunch of stuff on top of it. And I was like, man, that bag looks like almost new, which is why I actually grabbed it. I wanted to see the bag itself. And then it had a bunch of journals and notebooks and stuff, but then it had a bunch of little wooden boxes. And I can't show them because I already sold them. But it had a bunch of little wooden boxes, but all the wooden boxes were sorted. So there was one that was all costume jewelry, there was one that was all gold, and there was one that was all silver, sterling silver. Some of it was 925 and some of it was 999, so which is almost pure. So, and we're taking all that over. We got a friend that's a jeweler, and they're going to acid test them because sometimes the jewelry's not marked properly. I've had stuff that was marked 24 karat that wound up testing out and being 10 karat. I've had stuff that was marked as 18 karat but was actually 18 karat gold plate, not solid 18 karat. So we take it to the jeweler. He's going to test it. He's going to give us an evaluation and an appraisal of the value of them, and then we'll figure out what we're going to sell it for. Any of the costume jewelry, anything that's super low end or costume, we'll put it in with our jewelry lot. This whole bin, basically, I'm putting the costume jewelry I've already found into this bin. When I get this bin about halfway to full, which based on the kind of stuff we're seeing in this lady's unit, I might fill this up just off of this unit. Once we get that full, it usually weighs about 5 to 6 pounds. And we start it and we auction it off at $5 a pound, starting bid. So if it's 5 pounds, we're going to start at $25, $5 a pound, and auction it off. That's the way I usually do my jewelry. For the jewelry craft lots, so we get jewelry bits and pieces, broken pieces. We put these into baggies. Like this is about a 3-pound bag. We start these at $1 a pound. So I'm going to start this one. This is going to be a lot that we're selling in tomorrow's auction on Whatnot. We're going to start this at $3, everything that's in it. And there's single pieces that I guarantee are worth more than $3. I mean, there's crystal pieces in there. There's amulets in there. There's beads in there. There's a silver colored bracelet, silver toned. I don't think that was silver. There's pearl beads, there's all kinds of stuff. There's earrings in there. There's some of them are like, when I have earrings that are just singles and I don't have a pair, I throw them in my crafters lots. Well, there's hematite beads, there's amethyst beads. So whatever we have, anytime we find any kind of beads or broken jewelry, we throw these into lots and just sell it, because we have a lot of people that buy from us that are jewelry makers and jewelry crafters, and so they love to mess with that kind of stuff. And if I can just move it on out to somebody that'll use it, that's part of why I like to do it. I like to get all this stuff however I can into the hands of somebody that's going to appreciate it and use it, because if we don't buy them, they're going to go into a landfill. That's what happens with these units. If nobody buys these units, it all goes in the trash. And I try to keep this stuff out of landfills. And sometimes I'll buy the units that nobody else buys for $5 or $10 to keep it out of a landfill. And so then my wife gets mad at me because those aren't the best units. That's why nobody else bid on them. And sometimes, we get lucky and somebody else makes a mistake and we pick one up like those. That's a good unit. Like this one that we're cleaning out right now, the 10 by 20. The facility manager accidentally set it to close at 4:30 in the morning instead of 4:30 in the afternoon. And it was the wrong unit number on the listing. So the listing was for unit number 103, which was another unit that was a 10 by 20 owned by the same person. But this one was unit number 35. So unit 35 and 103 basically got switched on the lots. But it got scheduled to close at 4:30 a.m. instead of 4:30 p.m. And I caught it, and nobody else looked at the unit, probably because it was closing at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they didn't want to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning bidding on it. I was like, I'll go without sleep if I can get that unit for cheap. And I did. I'm not going to tell people yet what we got for it. We're doing a live next month, not tonight, but next Monday on our YouTube channel. And we're going to be talking about that unit, because by then I'll have gotten more into the unit and what we're finding. I'll have a couple of videos out on YouTube about that unit. And we're going to talk about how much we paid for it, because it was an insanely low price. So for the unit we got, I got a gold mine. And, you know, that's just that unit. We still got stuff from other units. Like I said, we had just bought 4 other units. We bought 5 units in the last 2 weeks. So we got a lot of stuff that we're trying to get through and sell. Some of it I still hadn't even sorted yet. Like this right here. This is a Quinn digital torque wrench. This thing's like retails for like $100 and something. And it looks like it's barely been used. It still works. All the pieces are here. It's all shiny. It doesn't look like it's been used at all. So and like higher end stuff like this, if we find something that's valued over $100, one of the things we do anyway, if it's valued over 100, when we take it to auction, we'll start it at 10% of the retail value. Like this one's, I think was like 120. We'll probably start it at $10 to $12 starting bid. Most of the stuff that's under 100, we're gonna start it anywhere between 2 and 5. We started insanely low prices and just let the market decide what the value of it is based on who all shows up and what people want. And the thing is, like, just looking right here, okay, if I were to, now there's a lot of stuff in here I know won't sell. I kind of get an idea of what will and won't sell because we've been doing this for a long time. But I still put it out because sometimes you never know what somebody's going to spend $1 or 2 on. But if I was to sell even half of what I have just in this room, for $2 a piece, I'd have over $1,000. Because we get so many pieces in storage units. There's just so much stuff. And we wind up donating or giving away or sometimes keeping, half of what we find or more. We don't even try to sell it all because it would just take too long to sell it. We'll take some of it to a flea market. I don't live in a good neighborhood for yard sales. I've tried doing yard sales 2 or 3 times, and I made like $20 or $30 after hours and hours of work. So I don't personally like to do yard sales in my neighborhood. I know a lot of people that's what they do with their storage unit stuff is they'll just do a big yard sale. But the last couple of times I've done yard sales, I spent hours setting it up, hours taking it down, and I made like $20 or $30. I had like 2 or 3 people come by. And most of them were people from right up and down my street. And I spent money on advertising. I spent time. I put out signs all over the place. I put it out on Facebook Marketplace and some other garage sale apps. And I had like 5 people show up. So, but anyway, I've been on for a little over an hour, and really that's about what I wanted to do. I'm just trying to do my first 3 live streams. This is number 1. I'll probably come back on tomorrow, at least for a little bit. And we'll see y'all later. Hope y'all have a fantastic day.